If I feel upset because of something my partner did, and I say to him my feeling statement without blaming him, and he still asks why I feel upset, what should I answer? Well, it depends on why. Okay, so it depends on why you felt upset. You feeling upset has nothing to do with your partner. It has something to do with your expectations, maybe your values, or your state of being. So here's how I recommend it. If you have not done your inner work yet, like you haven't even started the journey, feeling statements are not a good place for you to start, because they can actually, what a lot of women that have like the basic babe, like I talk about, right? When you learn feeling statements, so the basic babe still hasn't done any inner work, she's just gonna take all of her feelings, saying like, say him in the correct way, and then expect her partner to change who he is, break his free will, control him, manipulate him in saying, in doing what she wants him to do. When you've done your inner work, right? When you realize that you're not there to control your partner doesn't owe you a thing, right? Your partner doesn't have to do anything for you. Your partner, if they want to do something for you, it's a gift. This is not about using the right language to get something out of our partner. So once you've been doing this work for a long time and you're in a relationship with a partner who's also practicing with you, with what I call a conscious couple, as I've taught you guys in my Conscious Couples Intensive, at that point, this is how I recommend it. So this is the language that my husband and I use. We have both come up with this concept of windows. So we say any to-do list item, any unresolved feeling or emotion, is an open window. Like, think of us as a computer, and those are open windows. And so if I have something that's bothering me and I've tried to process it myself as a whole complete human being, and I still can't like close that window, then I will go to my husband and say, babe, I've got an open window. Could you please help me close it? And then he will say, sure, shoot, what is it? And then I will tell him the thing, okay? So what happens in most relationships is the woman has an open window. She doesn't process it or anything. She goes and starts venting to him. He's blown away with all of these words and unprocessed information coming at him. And his first reaction may be to invalidate you. So what he's really saying is, well, you shouldn't have that window open. But the window is still open, right? So this is a communication that my husband and I had to have. I told him years ago, I said, when I bring something to you and you tell me you shouldn't be feeling this way, you may be correct, but the window is still open. And so I did this role play, and I told him, okay, let's say that I'm saying to you, honey, the window is open. And you come to me and you say, but babe, that window shouldn't be open. And then if we look at the window, it's still open. And that was like a light bulb moment for him. And he's like, okay, so when you come to me and you say the window is open, what do you need me to do? I said, could you please come up with ways to help me close the window? He's like, yes, I can do that. Problem solving, men love, great, right? And so sometimes it means that when I say I have a window open, it means that he may actually physically may need to help me close the window by like helping me with some chores. Sometimes it just means I need a little bit of assurance or validation. Sometimes it means I just need to be heard. Because I will say to him sometimes, you know what, that's so funny. Just talking to you about it closed the window. And he would say, well, I'm glad we had this talk then. So most communication is really, really, really easy. But we really overcomplicate it. We make it into like this whole thing. And a lot of women these days too don't realize that they have windows open and they're trying to vent as if they're talking to a girlfriend, and the guy is feeling really overwhelmed and he's not even allowed to give them advice because it's like, oh my God, you're not even listening to me. I have given my sons and my husband full on permission. I say, if I come to you with a problem, I am expecting some sort of help. Please throw it at me. I will not feel like you're mansplaining me. I will not feel like you're thinking that I'm not capable of doing it. Bring it on, because if I'm bringing it to you, it means I need your help, and please, could you help me out? So these are open communication channels you have to allow in your relationship. You can't throw a whole bunch of stuff and then like be offended when they react a certain way.